Is this a pictorial of a Cruff, a woman who straddles another man in a compromising position who is not her husband? Is this behavior ministerial, ladylike, or wifely? Jamaica, let that sink in.
What do you think of Anne-Marie Vaz's comments to Matt Golding when he made these comments to say that he's a Cruff? How do you respond to Anne-Marie Vaz tonight, Noel?
Andre, you know, I try and be very diplomatic when I come on this platform, and I try and keep out of politics and stuff like that. But this woman is irrelevant. She's a former MP. Why are we even
she's
a former MP?
So
former
she's
MP.
totally irrelevant.
Irrelevant. I don't think we should give her oxygen.
So she's persona non grata then.
Jamaica, what is this?
So I'm going to ask again, she's persona non grata.
She is complete. Listen, the fact that we're giving her oxygen right now says more about us than it does about her. Let's not even talk about her. She is just someone who is trying to keep herself positioned in the spotlight for when and if she attempts to run again, because clearly she has ambitions to re-enter political life. I mean, most MPs, when they step down or they lose their seat, they go off into the wilderness, they build a career, they rebuild their lives, they do something constructive. Her using such terms to describe the leader of the opposition, come on. I mean, that just says more about her than it does about the leader of the opposition, right? Let's just ignore her. She's irrelevant.
Mighty God. Anne-Marie Mashmouth, come here. Hi. The international correspondent say you're totally irrelevant at the moment. You're persona non grata. She what, Noel? She what? Totally what?
Anne-Marie Vaz is a former MP who is just trying to be relevant. And as of right now, she's irrelevant, right? If she was a sitting MP, we can say, you know what, we can listen to her scrutiny. But given the fact that she lost, she's a loser. She lost her seat. Andre.
Yes.
Andre.
I just
fact. Take the picture down. The fact that we're Ishmael, don't put that picture up again. Let's not talk about one of the things that I've learned having covered politics in the US and UK and seen how Jamaican politics work, right?
Yes.
This woman could have been a little bit more constructive and said, you know what, the leader of the opposition, I felt he was disingenuous. I didn't feel like he was fair in his criticism of the government. The government does have a plan. She could have been more effective. Come on, you're gonna refer to the leader of the opposition as a Cruff? Let me try and read the definition of what a Cruff is. Cruff.
Daryl Vaz.
I want to read.
The definition of a Cruff is Daryl Vaz, her husband.
Andre, let's not stoop to their level. Let's not do that. So a Cruff.
A Cruff.
1 second. A Cruff is a derogatory term for someone regarded as scruffy or having no style, ambition, or drive, similar to a waste man. It describes a person deemed insignificant, lazy, or ill-mannered. And guess what? She's talking about herself, because who's the Cruff? She's lost her job. She's no longer a sitting MP. Because her husband is a cabinet minister, she feels like people need to hear her opinion. We don't need to hear it unless it's constructive, unless you're offering valid criticism that is going to help the people of Jamaica. I'm going to say it for the last time, and we're going to move on, Andre. Okay? This is Vaz.
So you say when you look at the definition, who you see Noel? Ishmael!
Ball out! Whoa! Yo.
It describes a person deemed insignificant and lazy or ill-mannered. It is a label often used to describe someone with little value. Look at that.
That look like a Shana husband.
Jamaica, what is this?
What I have qualms with is when you have politicians like her, who is clearly she's still bitter, right? She's still bitter that she lost her seat. And I don't understand why she feels the need to be dabbling in politics. You are irrelevant. You've lost your seat. It's not as if the prime minister has appointed you in a private role where you feel like you need to be commenting on ongoing situations with those who are current in politics. So Miss Vaz, just take a seat and just be productive. Be productive and stop being and stop. I mean, listen. If we're going to be petty, right?
She must stop being a Cruff.
Basically. Because the same word, now that we've broken down what it means, the same word she's used to describe Mr. Golden is what she is basically, right? Those words can be.
Now call me no two mouth.
Anne-Marie Vaz is irrelevant, and this is how irrelevant. So I'm going to send you one of these. This is the buzzer that they use on Britain's Got Talent and America's Got Talent. Look at this. Look at what it does, Andre. Look at this. Ready? So when I press this, as soon as I press this, Mrs. Vaz will no longer be relevant to this conversation, and we're moving on. You've got to promise me, okay? Ready?
What? Press it again, please. Press it again, please.
Keep watching. Jamaican politics is never short on twists.